In late June and early July 1934, Germany's Chancellor Adolf was touring around Austria and North Italy. He even paid a visit to his friend Benito in Venice mid-June. When he returned to Germany, he had 150 to 200 of his closest loyalists with the Austrian SA murdered. They called it the Night of the Long Knives. There were a lot of interesting dynamics and things going on in Europe during the interwar years between the end of World War I and the beginning of World War II. And from an international relations, global security, and conflict analysis and resolution perspective, it's interesting to look at some of the causes and the root causes of the conflicts then and the conflicts now with like Russia, Ukraine, because the similarities are striking. From that perspective, there are a lot of causes of World War II that we can look at, but if we had to really drill or narrow down into a single most important root cause for the start of World War II, I argue that it would have to be the utter failure of the interwar international system, the League of Nations. Fast forward to today, and let's look at conflict resolution. I would argue that the international system is so complex and complicated that there is not a snowball's chance in hell that a single person is going to end any conflict in one day. And if anybody campaigned on that and anybody believed that it could be done, they were all fooling themselves. I would argue that nobody voted for Trump based on that campaign promise anyway. They voted for Trump probably primarily due to economic reasons. Shifting to root causes of the current conflict between Russia and Ukraine, outside of the number one root cause, which is obviously Russia's invasion of Ukraine, it's pretty easy to argue that what helped cause that is the utter failure of the international system and NATO. So first of all, it's not Trump's fault, regardless of how you feel about the man. And Trump by himself is not going to end the war. And for those claiming that America is now fash and circling back to pre-World War II, Night of the Long Knives and other incidents, are there any similarities with Trump as much, with purging hundreds of people that are his closest loyalists? Or did something similar to that happen with Putin and the mysterious fate of Prigozhin and others with Wagner? Another striking similarity post-World War I till now is how much elites have engineered events. Don't think that your loyalty to Putin, Zelensky, MAGA, or leftists is going to save your ass.